Okay, so now that we have crowed on our reed, we can now attach it to the oboe and get ready to play. So we're going to line that up with the keys. It doesn't matter which way the reed goes on as long as a flat end is lined up with the keys. Mine feels like it is. So the next thing we need to do is learn how to hold the oboe. We're going to start by doing that with our right hand thumb. It's going to go between the nail and the knuckle. It's going to rest right below this thumb rest here. And we're going to make a nice relaxed C with our other fingers and bring them around to these keys. So on 1, 2, 3, we're going to cover them and make sure that our middle finger is completely covering that hole. And then our right hand pinky is just going to rest around these 3 keys so that it can play them whenever it needs to. So once we have that, we can take our left hand thumb. We're going to put it about a 2 o'clock angle here so that it can roll up and hit that octave key when we need it to. And then we're going to make that same nice C shape with our fingers, nice and rounded. And then we're going to bring them onto these 3 keys, again making sure that we cover the holes completely and that our pinky finger can just kind of hang out around these notes and play them when we need to. So our weight's going to be balanced on the right hand thumb and also on our embouchure once we put the instrument into our mouths. So when we attack a note, or articulate a note, I would say, we're actually going to be taking our tongue on the reed and then removing it from the reed so that we allow the reed to vibrate. And we're going to be getting our air from down here, supporting it with our diaphragm, and pushing a lot of air through the instrument while we do that. So while we have our nice rounded embouchure and tight lips, we're going to bring our lips not all the way to the cork. We're going to keep them around the heart near the tip of the reed. And then if I wanted to play a G, I would have my top 3 fingers on and everything else off. And it would sound like this. So that is G, and that is how you play the oboe. So to take it apart very quickly, we can take this reed off first because we don't want it to get hurt or anything. So we're going to grab that, put that away, and then we can take this apart backwards from the way we put together. So we can take the upper joint off and take the lower joint off. And then we can use a silk swab of sorts to run it through our instrument so that we get all of that leftover condensation out. So we're going to poke the string through the hole of the instrument, grab it out the top, and for the upper joint you don't want to pull all the way through because it'll get stuck, so we'll pull it out and pull it back out and do the same thing on the other side. And then with the lower joint you can once again feed it through eventually and pull it through. And that is how we clean our instrument, and that is how you play the oboe. Thanks.